Yo, what's good everyone? This is Ayo Boxing with Madiba, and we're here to talk about if Canelo Alvarez and Dimitri Bivol will have their rematch at 168 or at light heavyweight. As we all know, Canelo Alvarez just defeated John Ryder in a dominant unanimous decision, and in a post-fight interview, Canelo stated that he wanted to rematch Dimitri Bivol next and have the fight take place at light heavyweight, which means Bivol's WBA title will be on the line. And this is not surprising at all because Canelo has wanted the rematch ever since losing to Bivol in May. He has said this multiple times in various interviews, but this time officially stamped what Canelo wanted next. However, this conflicts with what Bivol wants, which is a rematch at super middleweight instead of at light heavyweight, and to fight for Canelo's undisputed titles. Bivol's reasoning is simple. He's already beat Canelo at light heavyweight, and he feels like he wasn't given full credit for that win, so why not challenge himself and go down to super middleweight? With this dilemma, which side is more justified, Canelo or Bivol? The answer depends on who you ask because both sides are chasing legacy. Canelo is adamant about avenging his loss and becoming a two-time world champion at light heavyweight as the underdog. Bivol is chasing to be a two-division champion, undisputed champion, by beating the face of boxing at his best weight. I've also seen criticism of both Canelo and Bivol. I've seen fans say that Canelo is afraid of losing his titles at super middleweight and going to light heavyweight gives him built-in excuses if he loses. And I've recently seen fans try to create a narrative that Bivol going down to 168 is a cherry pick, weight bullying, and that he's ducking Benavidez. Regardless, I think that Bivol is more justified in the situation. I understand that Canelo is the cash cow and the bigger name, but Bivol beat Canelo in the first fight and was treated as the B-side throughout the entire promotion, despite him being the champion. It only makes sense for him to dictate the terms of the rematch. But based on how boxing politics work, the rematch will most likely happen at light heavyweight again for several reasons. The first is the WBC. I touched on this in a previous video, but the WBC will not sanction a fight with Bivol in it due to their anti-war stance against Russia. This means Bivol, who is a Russian national, cannot fight for Canelo's undisputed titles at 168. He would only fight for the WBO, WBA, and IBF. This could act as a deterrent for Bivol and be used as leverage by Canelo. Second is Eddie Hearn. Hearn is the promoter for both fighters, but he seems to favor Canelo's position over Bivol's, and his latest interview shows that.
Against Dimitri Bivol, if we can get that over the line.
All right, you say, can you get that over the line? What's your first move on Monday morning?
Well, we're speaking non-stop. I think, look, I understand everybody's position. Dimitri Bivol would like to challenge for the 168-pound championship, but at the same time, Canelo Alvarez has only interest in defeating Dimitri Bivol on the same terms because he believes he'll only get credit on those terms. And I agree with him as well, but I understand Dimitri's point of view. But the fact is that with the Beterbiev fight not possible, that is the biggest fight by a mile for Dimitri Bivol. I hope that he accepts the challenge. Canelo Alvarez gave him the opportunity. This time it's almost Dimitri Bivol giving Canelo the opportunity. He's desperate for revenge. He's the ultimate competitor. Most people think Canelo is crazy. And, it was a solid performance tonight, but people will make him a big outsider in the fight with Dimitri Bivol at 175 pounds.
Yeah.
Because of this, I really see them pushing for the rematch to happen at light heavyweight. And Bivol has no other options, to be honest. Benavidez has a mandatory fight against Callum Smith, and there's no other prominent names at light heavyweight to fight. And I don't see anyone from 168 jumping up to fight Bivol, so he's stuck with Canelo. I applaud Canelo for chasing Bivol and chasing the rematch, but like what I keep on saying, Bivol will beat Canelo in the rematch, regardless of the weight. It's a bad style matchup, and based on how Canelo looked against Ryder, he doesn't have what it takes to beat Bivol. Canelo should fight Benavidez next. This is what the fans want. No one is screaming for a Bivol rematch, and he won't receive criticism if he doesn't fight Bivol. Even the biggest Canelo haters would rather see Benavidez next. Many people believe that Canelo is slowing down and on the decline, but taking another loss to Bivol again, especially if it's a bad loss or he gets stopped, will put him on a real decline, and he may look to retire soon if that happens. But who knows, this is boxing, anything can happen. But thank you for tuning in with Ayo Boxing from Adiba. Hit like and subscribe, and more content's coming your way.